Cutting across straight to the body of martyr Pawan Kumar, of Captain Pawan Kumar, that is now being brought in. He was, of course, killed fighting terrorists in Pampore in Jammu and Kashmir from the 10 para special forces. He was leading his men from the front in a complicated operation. At least 3 terrorists, of course, had entered a 7-story government building. Captain Pawan Kumar of the 10 paras attained martyrdom, leading his men from the front in a tricky, deliberate operation at the EDI government building, with, of course, the possibility of certain civilians being trapped over there. Visuals you see on your screen are coming to you live from Pathankot, where Captain Pawan Kumar's mortal remains are being brought back. Just 23-year-old, this young officer laying down his life in the service of this country. Abhishek is reporting on this. Abhishek, another young life lost in this. Of course, we are very proud of this martyr.
Oh, well, yes, in fact, both in the case of Pawan Kumar and Captain Mahajan, these boys showed rare courage, raw courage in leading from the front. And in fact, in the case of Captain Mahajan, for example, he had just returned from duty. He was not well. And the commander, in fact, had asked him if he wanted to go on sick leave. He said, "No, sir, I am there in the line of duty and I would rather lead from the front." So he took charge and led his commandos, and that's when he was trying to get inside the building, because these terrorists have been well entrenched for over 30 hours, 36 hours now. So he was trying to get in some manner to really do something to flush them out, and that's when he took some direct injuries. And those happened essentially because these terrorists are at a vantage position. They are on the top floors of the building, and they really can see the movement of the forces, and that is how Captain Mahajan took the hit, as also Captain Pawan Kumar, and perished in their line of duty. The kind of courage they have shown has really galvanized the forces, the army, and what we are getting to hear is that the forces are really closing in on the building. Of course, the fact that the army works under certain constraints, they are not supposed to take collateral damage. And I must tell you, having spent more than a day here, that they are really working in a difficult, even hostile environment. So given that the forces are really closing in, we are hearing intermittent shelling of the building with grenades using UBGL, that is under barrel grenade launchers. Sometimes even rocket launchers have been used. Army is using pepper can and tear gas shells also. It seems that the forces are really confident now that having isolated these terrorists, it's just a matter of tiring them out and then, of course, flushing them out and neutralizing them.
Yes, as